Welcome to Scandal Water, where the tea is hot and the conversation lively.
Your hosts, Candy
and Ashley,
will discuss a peculiar story somehow related to the entertainment industry. This podcast might not change the world, but it just might satisfy your thirst for an intriguing tale.
Oh, it's that time of day. Tune in and hear what the ladies say. It's time to bend your ear when the silver screen appears. Stories about the stage and screen and everything in between. So come on and join the fun. The curtain opens in 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Candy.
This may be the most exciting start to an episode ever, for me at least.
I think so. I think it's the most excited I've maybe ever seen you.
Maybe we should tell them where we are.
Maybe.
Guys, we are in the airport, headed off to San Antonio. We are so excited.
And why would this be, Candy?
All right, here's the story, guys. A while back, I think it's been a month or two ago, Leanne Morgan, who is just a hilarious comedian that had come across my radar, I believe through clips on Facebook or TikTok and Netflix, she came to Louisville doing her comedy tour. Kirk and I went, and she was so funny. It was delightful. But this really cool part of it was that Vanity Fair had this promotion they were doing where they were offering an award because they're a company who likes to support women. So they decided they would support women by offering prizes to 5 different women who had some kind of interesting project or initiative, and they just needed a little help. So while we were at this comedy tour, standing in the middle of the lobby, I decided, you know what, I'm going to apply for this. I actually first thought they might call the winner that night, realized later it was one of these things where they were taking applications throughout the course of the tour and that would not be announced until later. But since I'd already started, I went ahead and filled out the application, submitted it while standing in the lobby of the Kentucky Center for the Arts. And about a week ago, a little over a week ago, I was on the road and I paused for a minute. I checked my email and I saw that I was one of the 5 prize winners, and that was 8 days ago. And then this is Friday. Tuesday, I learned that as part of the award, Vanity Fair is so generous, they are sending us, Ashley and myself, to San Antonio to receive the award. We get to attend a show with Leanne Morgan. We get a shout out on stage. Vanity Fair is just handling this so beautifully. They are putting us up in a hotel, and we get to do a Riverwalk. All these things that are associated with this, and we just could not be any more excited.
So we will be updating you all as we go. We wanted to give you the kind of the pre-spiel about where we were going. We're sitting here, we're waiting for our plane, and we're going to be boarding in about 30 minutes now. We're going to turn this into an actual field trip. We finally get to go on a field. Well, we've been on a couple field trips together, but this is the one where we've gone by ourselves. We don't have anybody else with us.
That's right. And this is the first one where we've flown.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So we got a little bit of anxiety because we're just those kind of girls, but that's we're right. Going to work through it, and we're going to have fun, and this is very exciting.
So exciting. So exciting. I feel like we're getting the star treatment.
I know. When does that ever happen?
I know.
Stay tuned.
Time for a quick update. Ashley, tell them where we are.
We are now in Dallas.
Yay! Although we were sweating at you all, according to our boarding documents, it said that our plane boarded at 12:02 and left at 12:32. And according to our time, we were still sitting on the plane waiting to get off at 12:30. So total panic mode, but what we realized is there's a time difference.
Yep.
We actually have about 20 minutes to spare now. We are standing here.
We found our gate.
Yes, and Ashley is repping with her Scandal Water t-shirt.
Oh, yes. I wore my Scandal Water t-shirt through TSA, and the TSA agent said, "What's Scandal Water?" And I got to tell him it's an entertainment podcast. He's like, "Are you on Apple?" I said, "Yeah." So I gave him a business card. So my t-shirt has already worked.
I love it. Soon we'll be boarding, and we'll be on to San Antonio. So we'll talk to you guys again soon. We are back at 6:01 San Antonio time, and we are in our hotel room getting ready to head down to our welcome dinner. So we just want to give you a quick update on what we've experienced so far. One of my favorite things already, Ashley, is the Riverwalk. Is that something that stands out to you?
Yes, absolutely, because you know why? I found a cat. I found a cat immediately. She was sleeping. We became very good friends. No, I left her. I let her sleep. It was, I respected her boundaries. But I also found a rainforest cafe. I love the Rainforest Cafe. I had no idea that there was one down here in San Antonio. I always have to get a sweatshirt at the Rainforest Cafe, and I got myself a sweatshirt.
She was very excited. It's just so pretty here. There's so much flavor to the city, the part that we've seen of it so far. Love the fact that our hotel, the Canopy Hotel, literally you can walk out and you are right on the Riverwalk. It's just so gorgeous. The temperature is perfect. It's about 88 degrees. We walked down and we stopped and had a quick little snack in one of the restaurants along the way.
And a shout out from me to Rita's on the River and our waiter, Valentino, because I was starving. I had eaten breakfast at 5:30 a.m. and then I'd had a couple granola bars, and it was about 4:30 p.m. for us. I knew we were having a welcome dinner, but I couldn't wait any longer. And I didn't want a lot of food. I went up to Valentino. I said, can I just order from the kids menu? I just need some chicken strips. He set me up and he was so sweet and so nice, and we took a picture together. So hello, Valentino.
Not even here 3 hours and we've already made new friends.
That's right. And he's going to listen to our podcast, so we love that too.
The welcome dinner is going to be catered by this lovely restaurant within our hotel called Domingo's, I believe. The menu sounded fabulous, and I think this is our opportunity. We've already met one of the other winners and her mother. They were lovely, but I think this is where we're going to get to meet the whole group, all the other winners, and also our lovely hosts from the Vanity Fair group.
How did it feel to have somebody waiting for you at the airport with a little sign? Because that's the first time I've ever had that happen. What did you think?
It felt so cool. Like, it's like, who are we that somebody is standing here waiting for us with a sign, and we're like, that's us. Thank you. You can tell that it's new to us because we literally had to take a picture of it. We gave ourselves away.
So how are you feeling right now before we go down to the dinner? What are your emotions like? I know you were really, really excited. We've kind of been documenting this as we go to get your emotions, because I don't know if we made this clear early on. Candy is the prize winner. So Candy is the one that entered the contest. So Candy is going to be getting to do a lot of really cool stuff. And I want to know how you specifically feel in this moment.
I'm still a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It's all happened really fast.
Yeah.
I am beyond excited, but there's a little disbelief and a little nervousness because I don't, it's just so new to be experiencing all of this. And it's come very quickly. Everyone has been wonderful, delightful, but I am just a little nervous because I'm anxious to see how everything plays out.
Well, I know that I can speak for all of us that hear the stories from you every week. This is very well deserved. You are the reason that we are so successful. And all your yes it is. Stop. Let us love you. You do all the research. I'm not going to do the research, but you do all the research. You tell the story so well. You share with us every week, and I am so proud of you, and I'm so happy to be on this trip with you. So I just want to say that before we go downstairs.
That is so sweet. Thank you so much. It's not true. We are very equal partners in this, but
I'm still not doing the research.
And I can't do the editing, so there you go. But thank you. That was very sweet.
All right, let's go to dinner.
Yay. It is, what time, Ashley, in
9:15 in San Antonio, 10:15
our time, which is why we were just a tiny bit tired. Yes. But we just got back from the most delightful welcome dinner.
It was so nice.
Oh my goodness. We got to meet all the winners and their plus ones. We got to meet the Vanity Fair hostess ladies who, they were the brawn and the brains behind this whole operation and the funding.
And we found out how many people entered this contest. Thousands, Candy.
Yes.
Thousands of people entered this contest.
Made me feel so honored to be chosen a winner.
I know.
Yes. And it also made me feel honored when I met the other winners and heard their stories because they were so inspiring. So it was wonderful.
And I also loved that all of them were like, this isn't real.
I know, none of us, real. Every one of us were like, what?
No way.
Yes. No, none of us believed it. We felt like we were truly getting the star treatment. We said that earlier. I'll say it again. They fed us dinner. We had appetizers and dessert and a lovely entree, all the things, and just wonderful conversation. It was just a great time. And we came back with gift bags from
Oscars.
Vanity Fair. We got a swag bag.
We did. So we're going to have to figure out how to get on the airplane. I love it. Good night, everyone.
Night. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Candy.
It is 10:46 our time, 9:46 San Antonio time, and we are getting ready to head out of our hotel, well, right outside the back door, basically, to the Riverwalk for a Riverwalk cruise. This is going to be fun.
Did you get to do this when you came to San Antonio before?
I did. We did it with our teacher group when we came here for a conference, and I loved it. It's the only other time I've done it, so I'm excited to do it again. And I'm really excited about who we're going to be with, because we will get to talk more to the winners. And I don't know if we mentioned their names, but we have the most lovely Vanity Fair hosts who are guiding us through this entire experience. We have Sharon, Joanna, Katie, Haley. They have been fabulous. I know there are other ladies who have been involved as well. We haven't met them yet, but those were 4 who were with us last night, and I believe are going to be with us here in just a few minutes. And a huge shout out to them, a big thank you, because so far they have just made this just the most wonderful experience.
Okay, everybody, this is Ashley from the editing booth, and we're going to do a little bit of a time jump. Candy just mentioned the 4 Vanity Fair hosts, so I'm going to play you the segment where I interviewed all 4 of the ladies, and then we're going to hear from them, and then we're going to jump back into our regular timeline.
Hi, I'm Sharon Bates. I'm with Vanity Fair Lingerie. I'm the Director of Brand Communications, so I manage all the national advertising and PR.
Do you know a little bit of the history of Vanity Fair?
We celebrated our 100-year anniversary in 2019. Vanity Fair Lingerie is one of the oldest intimate apparel brands in the country. We were the brand that introduced leopard print into intimate apparel.
Are you kidding?
We did that in 1953. It was so popular with women, it stayed out in the marketplace for 20 years. It's still out there. We still do leopard print. We as a brand have been delivering fashion first, time and time again, through that innovation. This year we partner with Leanne Morgan, and she tells the story of being 57 and just getting started. As a brand, we've been supporting women for over 100 years, not only through product, but that feeling, that what we call that first layer of confidence. And we feel like that our products give that to women. So not only do you look and feel your best, but it shows through your confidence and how you carry yourself, how you interact with people. As a part of supporting women, we felt like this year was a perfect opportunity to not only partner with Leanne, but also to start our Vanity Fair Lingerie Support Award program. This weekend is all about bringing our 5 amazing women to San Antonio to not only meet them, but also celebrate them and all their accomplishments, and to also hear how are they going to use our $5,000 award money. It's great reading about it, but now meeting them in person and hearing their hopes and dreams.
Brings it to life.
Yes, yeah. And hearing that and knowing we as a brand have a part of their story, that's, to me, matters so much. And that, to me, is what I love about our brand, how we're making a difference in women's lives when sometimes we don't even know that we are.
Tell us how we can follow Vanity Fair and learn more about them.
Our website is vanityfairlingerie.com. We're also on Instagram at @ShopVanityFair. And then on our Facebook is #VanityFairLingerie.
My name is Joanna Bedingfield. I'm the Vice President of Vanity Fair. And my involvement is just a wonderful opportunity to be able to talk to Leanne Morgan. It happened about a year ago, and saw her on stage and thought the people that were in the audience are the very people, the very women that we talk to as a brand.
Tell me how this contest came about, because you were talking about it a little bit at the welcome dinner last night, and how you were reading all the entries and how many people entered that you didn't expect.
Yeah, the contest started because Leanne and we have a heart to all support women, and so we all put our heads together and talked about this support award. And when we put the award out there, I thought we might get a few ladies jumping in to say, hey, I'm just getting started on a weight loss journey or a new business, or I've gotten a divorce and it's time to start something new. But we were blown away by how many women. We got thousands of entries at the end of the day, which was amazing.
Can you give me a little insight about what was it about these 5 women in particular that kind of rose them to the top of the thousands of entries?
Yeah, there was actually very stringent criteria, and the criteria was more scientific than anything else. And on top of it, we all, as we read them, had a heart and a passion for some of the things that we read. So we went through the process and did all of our rankings. There were 3 of us that were working on all the rankings, and we would all come together and start talking about the ones that really rose to the top for each and every one of us. It just blew us away how many women had some things that they wanted to get started and how they started off as either struggles in their lives or passion projects or things that they had always wanted to do and they just hadn't had a chance to do it yet. And so we just wanted to award those, and that's how it all came to be.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you would like to tell everybody?
Oh, I'm just so grateful for this opportunity, not only on just behalf of the brand or Leanne Morgan, but I'm grateful to the winners because they have really spoken to us, and sharing their stories with us makes us remember always that women supporting women is a great place to be, and everyone lifting each other up, we can get to the next level with the help of someone else. So I'm appreciative of that.
Hi, so my name is Katie, and I am part of Vanity Fair Lingerie's PR team. I work primarily with their influencers, but then I also help out with a lot of the event planning and planned this experience for all of our award winners.
Which you did an amazing job, can I say?
Well, thank you so much.
And she's an amazing driver.
Oh, well, I was my best behavior. That's why it was good.
Yes, you did a great job.
Well, thank you, Ashley.
Yeah, my name is Haley Cowan, and I am the PR director for Vanity Fair Lingerie. And we're so excited to have Candy and Ashley and all of the winners and their friends with us this weekend. It's been so great to be able to bring them along for this ride, and just another great way for Vanity Fair to support women. And that's really what we're really doing this weekend. And Leanne is a great pinnacle to all of that.
What's your favorite part of your job?
Seeing the stories come to life. Being in public relations is a lot of storytelling, finding really great stories, and the stories of the 5 winners that we're able to support through this award are inspiring and fun and heartwarming and everything that you really want it to be. But I think above all else, it's authenticity, and it really shows the power of believing in yourself.
Hey everybody, we are checking in again. We have only a few minutes before we are heading over to do the sound check with Leanne Morgan's technical team. It's for tonight's show. I just finished putting on my strappy sandals.
She looks lovely.
And Ashley looks lovely as well. She's
Thank you.
wearing her
Black
beautiful
sundress.
black sundress. We've got the makeup on, guys. We are ready to go.
So how are you feeling in this moment? Tell everybody what your mood is.
Y'all, I am living on adrenaline. I don't believe I have stopped. I don't know what the word is. I don't believe I've stopped and breathed normally for about 4 days. But I am escalating right now. So I'm going to do some deep breathing, and it's going to be great. I'm so excited.
And she looks beautiful. So we will check in later. We're going to let Candy decompress in the last 5 minutes we have before we have to meet everyone. But I'm having a great time because I don't have the stress of having to go on stage. So I can be like, yay, it's going to be fine. Yeah, she's going to represent us very well. But we'll check in soon, right?
That's right.
All right, we'll check in soon. Bye. Hello, everyone. This is Ashley from the editor's booth once again, and I am jumping in here to kind of explain what you're about to hear in this section is more of a behind the scenes of the entire sound check experience. We're going to start with some behind the scenes audio of the stage manager talking to all of the winners and their plus ones in the dressing room, and then we're also going to hear from the other winners, the other women who were chosen from the thousands of entries. We're going to hear from Christy and then Tracy and Tracy's husband, John. We're going to hear from Teresa and Teresa's best friend, Lois. And we're going to hear from Kylie and Kylie's mother, Becky, along with more behind the scenes. So they're going to be kind of interspersed throughout this little section here. And I hope you enjoy.
We're so happy that you're here. First of all, this has been such a long time coming. So thank you. You all have done really amazing things to be here. So we want to celebrate you today. If you need anything at all, I'll be around. Ashley also is around. Just flag one of us. We want to make sure you guys have a good time. Okay? Awesome. We're going to go into sound check in a few minutes here. You guys are going to get the full rundown, so no one's going to feel confused. No question is dumb. If you guys are like, I don't understand what we just said, like, tell us, ask us. We want to make sure you feel comfortable. We want it to be a fun moment. We don't want it to be a stressful moment, right? Okay, cool.
Christy Hauser from Rutherfordton, North Carolina, and I started a small general store in our downtown area. I have a passion to work with small business owners and makers, and this gave me a platform to help them out and to maybe bring them from across the U.S. to another little town and just get their name out there. So that's what I'm hoping to do and want to continue to do.
You are similar to Candy in that you just found out about this about a week ago, right? How did that feel?
Right, yes. It was, I believe we found out the same day, and it was so exciting, but at the same time I didn't believe it because I thought it was a fake email. So I had to research the people that sent the email. But then once it was So once we sent in the paperwork, it felt real. And we were so excited. And I was like, yes, we will drop everything and come out.
It really was a matter of dropping everything, wasn't it?
It really was. And thank goodness our son was at home and able to take care of the business, so we didn't have to shut down or anything. And we were able to still leave him and get out here. So we were so happy.
What has been your favorite part of this weekend?
Meeting all the ladies has been awesome. There's just so many great people that are here, and I love to talk to other business owners or people doing something, and to be surrounded by that in a room has been awesome.
How can people follow you or find your general store?
Okay, we are online. We have a website. It needs some work, but it's millhillgeneralstore.com. Our biggest way to follow us is Facebook, which of course is Mill Hill General Store.
So I'm Tracy Beavers, and I'm a business and sales coach from Little Rock, Arkansas. And I've got 20 years of experience in marketing, sales, and business growth, but that was all in corporate America. And about 7 years ago, I got fed up with it. It felt like a jacket that was 2 sizes too small. And so I hatched a plan to leave. And it took me a little while, but I did it. I decided to take my gifts and talents and my ability to help people overcome their roadblocks to sales and be a coach in the online space. So I help entrepreneurs, and I've helped hundreds of entrepreneurs over the years take that idea that they've got in their heart and turn it into a business, a profitable, fun business, and a life that they really like.
How did you get involved in this Vanity Fair? How did you enter? Tell us that story, because I think it's so funny. You told us last night at the welcome dinner, but I want our listeners to hear.
Yeah, it is a pretty funny story. So I've been following Leanne ever since she was on TikTok. Loved her. Then she had the Netflix special. You know, we've watched it, I think, 6 times. And she talks about Vanity Fair Beyond Comfort underwear. Well, I needed some underwear. And I thought, well, if Leanne likes it, I'm going to go check out what all the fuss is about. So I go to the Vanity Fair website, and I'm ordering my underwear, and all of a sudden there's this thing that pops up about Leanne Morgan and just getting started and women supporting women and enter this contest. And at first I thought, oh, I'm not going to enter that. Tracy Beavers, there's no way you're going to win that. You know, because millions of people enter stuff. It's kind of like winning the lottery. After I finished ordering my underwear, I thought, forget that. I'm going to enter. And we were laughing last night because one of the gals said she reads all the rules and the terms and conditions, and I don't even do that. There could have been something in there about me naming one of my children after Vanity Fair. I have no idea. But here I am. I mean, I entered it, and I got the email that said I'd won, and I really thought it was spam.
Yes.
And I told our daughter, and she's a police officer, so she's naturally very, going to investigate things.
Right.
And she's like, Mom, are you sure this is for real?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I think it is. She's like, okay, let me know when they send you your check.
And then they did.
And then they did.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling? We're here before the sound check. How are you feeling about tonight?
I am nervous, and I'm not. Listen, I'm a talker. I think I was on every report card I have ever had my entire life. It said she talks too much in class, and so even getting ready for this, my husband was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I feel like I'm living outside my body right now, and I've got butterflies, but I just cannot believe this is happening, and I'm so excited, and I'm so humbled to have been chosen to be with this group of women."
I am here with my fellow plus ones, and introduce yourself and tell us who you're here supporting.
I'm John Beavers. I'm Tracy Beavers' husband. I'm very proud of her. She's so excited to meet Leanne. She's worked very hard in her business, and this is a really wonderful opportunity and privilege for her to get to do this.
How does it feel watching her up there on this stage?
Oh, I'm very proud of her. She's worked hard. This means a lot to her, and I'm just very, very proud of her.
What's been your favorite part of the weekend?
Today, probably. Getting to meet Leanne and getting to see the show, and Tracy having the opportunity to meet her.
Hi, my name is Teresa Martin. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and my dream is to have a culinary food bus. Not a real school bus, a bus that I will revamp and have a classroom and a kitchen, and I could drive around and teach kids and adults how to cook in every area of Georgia and beyond.
Leanne Morgan just walked into the dressing room to greet all the winners.
Hi, Tracy. So glad to know. Honey, good to meet you. Hey, Christy, my darling. I'm Becky. Good to meet you. How you doing? Oh, good. How are you?
I'm fine. Glad to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. Yeah, love you. You're great.
Thank you, you angel. Thank y'all for coming.
Well, thank you. Hello. I'm Ashley. I'm her plus one. I'm her podcast partner.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll read all about you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, we're going to have a wonderful day.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Bring your big San Antonio, Texas. Woo! cowboy boots and on, but they're still happy to be here. Sounds good to me. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check.
It sounds good to me. Good to be back. Thank y'all.
And can we see this with house lights out, please?
So right now what they're doing is they are practicing the Vanity Fair award winners reveal for tonight. What's going to happen is Leanne is going to finish her set, they're going to play some music, the curtain is going to rise, and they're going to have a placard that says Vanity Fair award winners, and I think that they're going to see...
Okay, awesome.
That's when they're going to call the 5 winners out. And now they're bringing all the winners out, and Candy's on stage. Ooh, I'd be so nervous.
Cool, thank you. And then at that point, we're going to cut the music while we do this part, and then we'll bring it back up as soon as they're done.
Hi, I'm Candy Thomas.
Hey, my darling. And what do you do? What are you going to use this award for?
My dear friend Ashley and I started a podcast called Scandal Water Podcast in 2021, and we've done it kind of by our bootstraps, bumbled our way through, but we've actually had some really great success, and with this very generous award from Vanity Fair Lingerie, we are going to be able to hopefully push ourselves to the next step, do some promotion, offer merch, buy equipment that we need. So we are just very excited. Thanks to Vanity Fair and thank you to you.
Oh, my darling, that sounds wonderful. How wonderful. Okay, we'll all listen to that.
She did great. That was her practice run. So the really interesting part is seeing how much all of this is planned down to the last moment, because they're talking through lighting design, they're talking through when the curtain goes up, they're talking through when everybody is going to get up. So it really is pulling back the curtain as to these events. And they have a cameraman who is recording B-roll, and her opening act is up there with her, and also there is her daughter, who is her hairstylist, and some of the other reps from Vanity Fair are up there too. So it's a lot of people on stage talking through what's going to happen. Being in theater, I know it takes a lot of work to make these little moments look good, but it's funny to see how something that's only going to be about 2 minutes takes so much discussion. And this theater looks so much like the Louisville Palace here at home. It's beautiful. The architecture is absolutely breathtaking, but it's more like a Texas version of the Louisville Palace. It's really, really pretty.
We're going to change it a little bit, just to keep everybody on their toes. Cool? Okay, cool.
We have been finding women that want to start a new venture in their life and have given them $5,000, and here are the winners.
They decided to do it a little bit differently, so they just ran through it again and made some changes.
All right, thanks, y'all. Appreciate you. Let's do this.
This is Ashley from the editing booth. Since Teresa was interrupted with her first take, now we're going to do a take 2.
Hi, I'm Teresa Martin. I am a chef. My dream, my passion, my life is teaching children how to cook. I am so excited about this award because this money will help me to fund my school bus that I will revamp into a traveling culinary kitchen to teach all children how to cook, not ordering their dinner out their drive-through window.
Where did this dream come from?
I've been cooking and helping my mother cook since I was like 9. I've always loved the kitchen, but then I started seeing the health issues of children of today, and I know it's coming from processed food, fast food, and mothers just don't have the time or the know-how to help their children maintain a healthy lifestyle in eating.
Tell me the story about how you entered this contest, because you told us at the dinner last night, and I thought it was a wonderful story.
I have a part-time job. I usually get home about 10:30, 11 o'clock. So after relaxing, showering, I checked my email, and I saw I had like 14 minutes to enter. So I entered without knowing whether, to this day, I answered the essay questions, but I don't know what I said. I forgot I even entered. And then the award came. And when the award came, she asked me was I still interested. My first original email went to spam. When I emailed her back, she was on vacation. Past the deadline for me to draw. But thank God she checked her email while on vacation.
Oh, that's good. That's good. We've done the sound check this afternoon, and you're getting ready to do the Leanne Morgan show. We're waiting for the show to start. How are you feeling right now?
I am feeling very excited. We did the sound check. Everybody did very good on their pitches and spills. So I'm just looking forward to it. I know this day, this evening, this moment is going to change my life for my business. And I'm so grateful and blessed to be a part of it.
Beautiful. Where can people follow you if they want to follow your journey?
They can follow me on Instagram. I teach the letter U, the number 2, cook. So that's I Teach You to Cook on Instagram.
Teresa and I worked at a nonprofit together many years ago, and we've since left, but we've stayed in touch. She was very supportive with me in my weight loss journey. I've lost a little over 120 pounds. And I have been supportive with her culinary arts, because she's a vegetarian. How will you know if meat dishes taste okay if you don't have a taste tester?
That's right, you gotta have a taste tester.
I have been helpful and supportive, and I've watched her teach children how to cook in the past, and I thought this is a logical progression for her. So I'm really happy that she won this award.
What's been your favorite part of the weekend?
Oh, meeting the other winners and hearing their stories, and it's just incredible. Everybody's doing something. There's no end in life. If something doesn't work, you go to the next thing and you make that work, and it's been so encouraging meeting and talking to the other ladies, the winners and their plus ones. It's been interesting. This weekend has been a blast. I think that the Vanity Fair team and their PR company did a wonderful job in finding things for us to do within walking distance. You know, the river cruise and the other things we did. It was wonderful. Well planned out.
I agree.
My name is Kylie Clark, and I got here, saw it on Leanne Morgan's Instagram. My youngest son, Red, was born in October, and he was born with bilateral club feet. Found out about that at his 20-week ultrasound, and so we had some time to prepare, but we weren't really fully sure what to expect until he was born. So we knew that the treatment was going to be casts for a while, and then this brace that he's going to have to wear until he's 5. But what we had no idea about is how difficult it was going to be to dress him as a little newborn. He had probably, 5 to 10 pounds worth of casts on his legs. So I'm trying to put him in these footed onesies that are just either too tight or way too big. And then once he got out of the casts, then we were in the brace. And it's basically he wears these little boots, and then there's a bar that connects his feet together, and it holds his feet out at this right angle. But he had to wear that for 23 hours a day. He got 1 hour out of it a day. And so trying to change his diaper, I couldn't get anything off of him without taking the whole brace off, and it's hard to put back on. So I'm sitting there, it's 3 a.m. one night, and I'm trying to change a poopy diaper, and it's there has got to be an easier way to dress these kids. So of course I spend hours searching the internet. So clubfoot happens 1 in 1,000 kids are born with club feet. So it's not incredibly common, but there's also a decent amount of people. So this just didn't exist. You can't find it anywhere. So I thought, what the heck? I'm gonna design these. And
did you have design experience?
None, not a bit. It was not incredibly different. It's just these minor tweaks to general clothes that just would make a world of a difference. And then I also saw, so I'm in these Facebook groups for clubfoot support, and it seemed every single day parents in there were asking, what are you guys dressing your kids in? What's working? What doesn't work? I've been cutting feet off of jammies and share anything that works. So I'm there's obviously a huge need here for this. I just kind of drew out these little minor changes and cold called manufacturers in LA, and that's just kind of where it started. So then when I saw this Leanne Morgan Vanity Fair Lingerie Support Award, I thought, well, gee, I'm starting something new, I guess. Here we are.
Yeah. What do you feel like right now? We are now minutes away from the concert. Well, it's not a concert. We're minutes away from the show starting. And what are your emotions like right now? This thing could be sold out. There's 2,000 people in the audience. How are you feeling?
I feel excited, nervous. I feel really validated. I think it can be easy to look at your ideas or your thoughts and think I guess you would call it imposter syndrome, right?
Sure.
Why would anybody care about this? But I'm about to get on stage and with Leanne Morgan, and people do care. Yeah. I feel validated and excited.
Well, tell everyone where they can follow your journey.
Mainly on Instagram. My company is Chasing Red Clothing Co. after my son Red. And we also are ChasingRedClothingCo.com. And we'll have inventory, fingers crossed, by Christmas.
Awesome. Where did you come up with the name Red?
My husband and I are from Colorado, And there's a professional snowboarder named Redmond Gerard, and he goes by Red. And this is our third boy, and we sort of were out of names, and we thought, that's a cool name.
That's cool. Yeah.
I like it.
Great.
Yeah, so that's it.
Who are you here supporting?
I'm here supporting my daughter, Kylie Clark, who is from Kansas City, and she thought, gosh, somebody ought to make clothing that's more easily accessible for these kiddos that have their legs in braces and casts. So she just got to figuring and drawing and designing and created a little company called Chasing Red. She's the kind of person who sees a problem and tries to figure out how to fix it. And she has a couple of friends who know more about designing than she does, and between her ideas and their expertise, they helped her get started. And so this award, enabled her to have the money that she needed to make the first prototype and make her first purchase of an order to get started selling them.
Well, congratulations to her, and congratulations to you. You got to come enjoy this weekend.
Yes, I did. It was very nice of her to invite her mom.
It was very nice.
We had a nice girl weekend.
Well, good. I am here with Candy, and we are at 6:25, and the show starts at 7. So we're kind of tucked over here. You're going to hear a lot of noise and stuff going on, but I want to talk to you and see how you're feeling. Tell everyone what we did, and then what we did after. I don't even remember what the last update was.
It was when we were headed down to dinner.
Oh, okay.
Yes. We had a lovely dinner. We went to the Esquire, which is a historical place, and it was so nice. And I'm telling you, the Vanity Fair people know how to host because there's so much more food than you can ever eat. But it was wonderful. We are now at the venue, which is the Majestic Theatre. And we've mentioned it before, absolutely gorgeous. We just took a bunch of photos. And honestly, I'm feeling so nervous. I know I keep saying that, but it really does make me nervous because this place is huge. It's gorgeous. I could not adore Leanne Morgan anymore. I mean, she was so real when we met her.
I don't even know that we did an update about the sound check. I don't think we did. We didn't have time to do the update before dinner. So I don't think they've heard from us since before. I don't even remember. So, I don't know. I think maybe Riverwalk was the last time we talked.
Okay.
So we don't know about sound check yet.
Well, you all, we got to meet and greet Leanne Morgan. She came in, they had us in a dressing room area inside the theater, and she came in and she gave every one of us a hug, and she looked us in the eye and she talked to us, wanted to know our names. She took pictures with us. She was as gracious and as lovely as you could ever want someone to be. And then we actually went on stage and we practiced how it will work tonight when we are presented with our awards, and the very brief little speech, if you want to call it that, is just a sound bite that we're going to give. And again, she's just delightful. So a highlight, of course, from this experience is getting to meet her, getting to hug her, getting to take pictures with her. I'm nervous about going on stage tonight and not sounding like I have no coherent thoughts in my brain, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Very, very excited. What about you, Ashley? What are some of your thoughts?
I am so proud of you, and I'm so grateful that it is you and not me. I am getting to enjoy this experience and getting to I don't have the nerves because I'm not going to get up in front of 2,000 people. And yes, Candy and I do act, but it is so much different when it is you up there and it's not a character. I would be absolutely terrified, and I thought, this is going to be added to my list of, the things that we find out that Ashley is afraid of. This is going on that list of talking and having to say my dreams for my future in 15 seconds or less to all of these people and hope that I sound great. But I know you're going to do great because you did great at the sound check, and she did an interview and she sounded amazing. I think all of these winners are so down to earth, and they're such real women, and they're just beautiful souls. I love them. I feel like I've known them all my life already.
I agree with you. They are so inspiring. Every one of them has a dream, something that they are putting their prize money toward that just makes you step back and go, wow, I wish I had that thought or that ability or that talent, whatever it might be. And their plus ones are lovely too. Yes. I mean, it's just a great group of people. So I'm so glad you said that. Everyone we've encountered, from Leanne to the winners, to their plus ones, to the Vanity Fair hosts and the PR people who've organized this event, to the people who did interviews with us.
Yes.
The lady who ran the sound check, every single person has just been as kind and polite
and professional
as you could ever hope to encounter.
Basically, this has been like a dream experience. It still feels like a surreal dream, like we're going to wake up and it's not real.
Agree. But we have pictures and merchandise
Yes,
that
Candy
proves
has tried to purchase
real.
Candy has tried to purchase this merchandise so many times. The first time she tried it, the card reader wouldn't work, so we had to leave. The second time, we had to take group pictures. She had to come back. So finally, she has gotten her T-shirt and her she bought me a tumbler.
Yes, and so proof, guys, proof that this really happened.
All right. Well, we're going to let Candy go and go be nervous, but we know you're going to do an amazing job, and we're very proud of you, and we're excited for you. And yes, here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, we'll check in later. Okay, everybody, we are back in the hotel. It is 11:42, which means it is 12:42 a.m. for us in Kentucky, which is why we are very tired, but we just made it back, and Candy, our resident star, is going to weigh in on this evening. Leanne Morgan was very funny, I will say.
She's very funny.
Yes, but Candy, how are you feeling? How did it go?
First of all, I am feeling so relieved. It went well. I was very nervous about going up on stage and being introduced and having to speak for 30 seconds about...
And being the first one to go.
Yes, yes. But I feel like I did just fine, and people were very kind. And now that we've finished, it felt amazing. I mean, it feels amazing to basically kind of, I guess this wonderful experience has kind of come to an end, and it feels really nice to just kind of know that it's finished, it went well, and that I got to meet a lot of wonderful people. And we've said this so many times, but we felt so supported, so valued. Mm-hmm. We were treated so nicely. I feel great. How do you feel? Because you got to experience it too.
I did. I feel like it's very weird weird in a good way, because we literally just met these ladies and their plus ones last night. And 24 hours later, we were all saying goodbye, and I felt like we had been a week at camp together, because we had been through so much stuff, and we were just like this little life raft of all of us doing this event together. It was such a life-changing, we don't know. Hopefully it'll be life-changing for these ladies, and hopefully for us too. But it felt like in the moment, it feels like, maybe a better phrase is, this is a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Yes, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity moment. We still can't believe we were sitting at a restaurant eating chips after this Candy and I were going, we're in San Antonio. How did this happen? It hasn't even fully dawned on us.
No. Yeah, we're still kind of just taking a breath and processing, I think. But, I'm going back to what you said a second ago, because you made me think it's really just beautiful that this whole award was about Vanity Fair wanting to support women and their dreams. All the different women, different ages, different dreams, different goals. They really covered it all. And in a way, they put us in a situation where we felt such support for each other and from each other, which was just kind of just this beautiful way to bring it all together, because we're sitting there hugging the other winners, telling them what a great job they did. Everybody was just wonderful. It was a really beautiful experience. And you mentioned that we went and had some chips. Ashley and I got to go explore the Riverwalk a little bit at night when it was lit up. Beautiful. What a bonus that it was set in this location. Yeah. Because it was just gorgeous. And except for the people who walked around with snakes, which is not okay. It's not okay to do that. I'm just going to tell you that's not okay. Other than that, it was just wonderful.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. There was people walking around with snakes around them, and they were like offering it to other people to wear. And nobody wants to wear a snake.
Well, a few people apparently did.
A few people did, but it was super weird. Sorry to the snake people, but that's not our vibe. Snake people are not our vibe. But something that was cool is we happened upon the Selena Bridge.
Yes, we did.
And it is a bridge that was used in, I don't know if Selena herself was on this bridge, but I know that it was featured in the movie Selena with Jennifer Lopez. We took a photo on the Selena Bridge at night, but we will share it with you guys. But that was really cool and tied it back to a previous episode where we got to be somewhere, about an episode you already did. That was neat.
Yes, I'm trying to remember. Did we tell them that we had the Riverwalk?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure we did. That was actually what brought it to our attention. We took this Very fun, very informative cruise this morning. It was a Riverwalk boat tour, and the tour guide was so cute, so funny. But he shared a lot of really interesting information. One of the pieces of trivia being exactly what we just shared, and that's how we knew to go back there.
That's right. I don't remember what we've shared at this point. I've been trying to capture audio clips all day and trying to make it an in-the-moment experience, like pulling back the curtain and just sharing this whole experience. And it's going to be so much fun to edit later when we go through all the clips. That's okay.
Since we're closing in on 1 o'clock our time, maybe we should say goodbye for the night anyway.
We think we can squeeze one more adventure out of this before we have to leave in the morning. Hopefully it'll work out. If it does, we will update you guys on what we get up to. But this has been such an experience, and I'm so grateful to Vanity Fair and to everyone who has made this possible.
Yes, I think you said it. It is a once in a lifetime. It is a once in a lifetime. I don't anticipate anything like this ever happening again. And so, in spite of, a lot of stress and adrenaline, I think we both have had the opportunity to also go, wow, we are so fortunate. Let's just kind of sit back and also try to enjoy some of these moments. And it's been wonderful. Yes, so again, thank you, Vanity Fair. Thank you, Leanne Morgan. Hi again. This is probably our last check-in here in San Antonio, well, from the hotel at least. It is 11:17 in the morning, 12:17 our time, and we have already had a very full morning. We started with a delightful breakfast on the Riverwalk, looking at the water. It was so nice. And then we actually got to go to the Alamo, which was something that we really wanted to fit in. And actually, you hadn't been there before, so what were your impressions of that?
I was really glad that we were able to make the time to do this because you and I both love history, and it felt like they told us this hotel is just a couple blocks, like a 10-minute walk to the Alamo, and if you're that close, we really, really wanted to make the time. So we got up early. We were up late, but we got up early, and we walked there, and this town is just beautiful. We were talking about at breakfast how the architecture, it feels like a set. It feels like a movie set or something you would see in Disney World in one of the worlds, like the Mexican pavilion. It is the most beautiful architecture, and it was a very quiet walk. Nobody was really out. Being at the Alamo, I don't know a lot about the Alamo, but of course we remember the Alamo, and it's just seeing the fort and thinking about these little over 100 men, less than 200 men who defended themselves against these, I don't know if it was thousands, but just
They were very much outnumbered.
They were so outnumbered, and how brave they were. And one of the t-shirts says, "Come and take it." And it's just the amount of bravery they had makes my foolish heart feel so silly because of the things I'm afraid of. And here these people are that just drew a line in the sand and said, this is the way, we're going to defend this to the end, victory or death. It was just really humbling. It was a good perspective. It was a good way to put this whole weekend in perspective. While we were so blessed to be here, it's like, wow, there's so many big things out there in the world, and we need to balance both sides, the entertainment and the education of people who have gone before and what this town was built on, which was courage.
Yes, that was beautifully said. We spoke about that a bit as we were walking back, that it was just such a nice blend for our weekend because the first part was so focused on the excitement of the award and Vanity Fair hosting us and Leanne and just, as you said, the whole entertainment side. By the way, I don't believe we've mentioned yet, Barkley was this company who was in charge. They're a PR and media, I believe, firm. I'm not sure if I'm describing them as best as I should, but they were wonderful and they were very much involved with this entire endeavor. They were fabulous. Haley was with them. We've mentioned Haley before. She was with them. But here was this first part of the weekend that was very focused on the entertainment aspect. And then we got to go into the history and being tourists and appreciating this wonderful place. And then it's so funny that we're in this urban setting, and yet it felt like we were in the middle of nature. We got to see ducks. We got to see, like I mentioned, the snakes, but the foliage and just the beautiful flowers, everything around us. It was just this unbelievable mix, all these worlds meeting in one place.
And it feels like we've been here a week.
It does. It really does. We did so much in such a short amount of time. We've used that word 2 or 3 times now, but it really felt like a blessing to get to have this experience. It was just amazing.
All right, and now we're going to go take an Uber to the airport. So maybe we'll talk to you at the airport.
See you soon. It is now a week later. We are here on a Friday, a beautiful Friday, September 22nd. Can you believe that the trip is now a week in the past?
I know. That was such a fast weekend.
Oh my goodness. It was a whirlwind. Well, Ashley has been working on editing that fantastic experience. She's done such a great job, but we realized we needed an ending.
Yes, we did.
So we decided we would pop back in and just fill you in on a few of the things that happened since our last check-in, which was, it was at the airport, right?
No, we were not even at the airport yet. We were in the hotel room and we were getting ready to go to the airport. We had just talked about the Alamo and our experience there.
Yes.
And we said, maybe we'll talk to you at the airport. And that did not happen. And that is my fault.
Tell them what happened, Ashley.
Oh my gosh. I'm so dumb, you all. I am so dumb.
It's not your fault.
No, it is my fault. I know what's wrong with me and I didn't prepare. I have hypoglycemia, which means I have blood sugar issues. And the way the flights were lined up is we got there in plenty of time.
Yes,
we went
did.
to the Alamo, we got to the airport, and I ate the popcorn from Vanity Fair and ate some granola bars, and I was feeling good because I drank a bunch of water at the Alamo, and I was not hungry. Doesn't matter if you're not hungry. You need to eat before you're going to be on a plane for like 6 more hours. So I didn't eat, and I started to get a headache. And I thought, oh, it's just because I haven't had caffeine. So I bought a Dr. Pepper, and I took a ibuprofen, and I thought, I'm set. And I wasn't. I was not set. We got on the plane, and there was a lot of turbulence.
Oh my goodness.
It was a lot of turbulence.
It was extreme.
There's so much turbulence. And when we landed, the little baby 1 row up from us just went blap. And I was like, girl, I feel you. So midway through, I thought I was getting motion sick, which I was. I was getting motion sick, but then it was compounded by the fact that my blood sugar was crashing.
You could see it. She was so pale,
Yeah.
and you could tell she was struggling to hold on. I thought you needed the little bag, is what I thought.
The puke bag. I talked about, I think just in the Houdini episode, I just don't faint anymore since I had my appendicitis. And I felt in my head, I felt my body go, just let go. It's okay. I was like, no. And I looked at Candy and I went, I think I'm going to faint.
Which caused just a tiny bit of panic for me.
I
was like,
know.
oh. I told you to, I was like, should you put your head in your lap? Of course you couldn't do that.
We're an economy. No, we can't.
But you managed, in retrospect, this was so far from funny at the time.
No, but it's
now
funny
you can
now.
look back and laugh at it because all you could do, it was so tightly packed. You put your head against the back of the seat in front of you and you gripped.
I did. I thought it was an empty seat and it wasn't. I'm so sorry to whoever was sitting in front of me because I just kind of glanced to look. I thought that
it was empty.
No,
but
it wasn't.
You were clutching it like it was your life raft.
It was at that moment.
Yes.
It was. And you were fanning me, which really helped.
Oh, well, good. I didn't know what else to do. And these nice men all around were concerned.
They were.
Yes, they were so sweet.
They were very, very sweet. What bonded us in the first place is we were worried about making our connection. When we landed, we realized we were going to have about 10 minutes to get on the next flight. We were nervous. We've not done this a lot. And they all jumped in. The fellow next to me was looking. He's like, okay, here's what your gate is. The other guy's like, the only chance you have to make it is to run down the aisle. I'm like, dude, we're in the back. We're not going to make it. So we'd had this big discussion. I got sick. They were all so sweet and they offered food and they were offering all kinds of help. When it's over, I stand up. I couldn't even, my hands were shaking so badly. I couldn't get the suitcase down. They got it down for me. And then Candy says that I'm still hustling. I'm still in the throes of my illness. I'm still hustling. And I told her,
oh, it was so funny.
Give the nice men a business card so they know why we're here.
Yes.
And I was so concerned, like, please give it to he's a nice man. Give him a business card. I don't know what was wrong with him.
I'm thinking, give them a card. Like, what do they want with the card?
They don't want a card.
And how does this card tell them why we're here?
It doesn't.
So
I don't know.
I made eye contact with a fellow across the aisle, and I'm like, we won an award?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was out of my mind. And then all I could think is I have to get on another plane. And it's a longer flight. This one was only 45 minutes. It was like 35 minutes of turbulence.
That was about the scariest turbulence I've had, though. Honestly, I've read the book, Dear Edward, and I had to make myself not think terrible thoughts because it was scary.
I wasn't that scared. I truly wasn't that scared. I was just ill. It felt like driving on a country road when the light's coming through the trees and it's giving you that I'm so motion sick. But then I thought, but something else is happening because I hadn't put my pulse on the fact that I'm having a blood sugar episode. I hadn't figured that I wasn't in the right brain space. I was just flop sweating, and I thought, I don't know what's happening to me, but make sure those nice men get a business card. That was the focus of my life. So if these nice men ever use their business card and listen to us, hello, thank you for your help. Thank you for being such nice men.
They were so kind.
They were
so
very kind.
thoughtful.
And thank you to the flight attendants on the next flight who hooked me up with more granola bars and more pretzels because I told
And
them.
Sprite.
Ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
Ginger
Thank you.
ale,
Yes.
So they were very kind, and everyone took such good care of me. Even my second seatmate said, if you need to stand up, let me know, walk around, what have you. They were so good to me. So I'm very grateful. But yeah, I was a fool. I was just a fool.
Well, the good news is we made it home safely.
We did.
We immediately took Ashley to a McDonald's drive-thru, and you got some more food in your stomach, which helped, I think.
I did. And I did eat a good breakfast, and that's where I was fooled. I had a really
yeah.
good breakfast at 8:30 a.m. Central Time, and I did not eat a full meal again until 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Mm-hmm.
I just had carbohydrates and granola because we only had we made it to the next plane, but we were the last 3 to board.
Yes.
So we just ran around and got on the next flight.
Well,
but we're here.
We are here. And I'm still processing. Like sometimes it's hard to believe that just not even a full week ago, we were in San Antonio having the time of our lives. We are moving. We are so excited. This generous gift from Vanity Fair is allowing us to already take some steps. We're getting ready to get in a car and go get a post office box number because we are now a business that needs a place to mail things.
We have an expense account.
Yes. So we are making plans. We've got our spreadsheet of ideas. We're going to start prioritizing some things. What do we need to do first? And we are just so grateful. Something else we haven't mentioned is that Vanity Fair did such a lovely job of offering us some media coverage, which as a podcast, I mean, that's so helpful for
really is.
letting people hear about us and get to know us a little bit. They've actually already started putting things out. If you go to their Instagram page, which is at Shop Vanity Fair, there are already some pictures and video
Your
clips.
interview.
Yes, that you can see. And they've told me they are highlighting each winner at a different time. And I believe
You should have already gone.
27th is my week that they're going to put out some pictures and some news coverage about me in particular as one of the winners. That's exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing what they put out. And thank you again for that, Vanity Fair.
And they gave us a swag bag.
Yes, they did.
And we did an unboxing that you can see on, I don't know, wherever Candy's going to put it. Where are you going to put it?
Well, I think we should put it on YouTube. You think?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
We'll do that. And I'm actually wearing the pajamas today because I wanted to feel connected to Vanity Fair.
I need to get a picture of you.
Oh, you should.
We'll get a picture and we'll put that up too.
Sounds good.
So we wanted to come back one last time and tell you what an amazing experience we had, how grateful we are for it, and how much we appreciate all the wonderful, strong women that we met and who supported us through all of this.
Agreed.
Cheers to all of you.
Cheers.
If you love what we do, please rate and review our show. Or you can become a supporter by making a donation through buymeacoffee.com/scandalwaterpod. Whether a single gift or a recurring monthly donation, it would go a long way towards supporting our work and allowing us to keep the tea brewing.
At our website, www.scandalwaterpodcast.com, you can submit questions or your own story ideas, access our sources and show notes, see the merch we offer for sale, and more. You can join the Scandal Water community through our Scandal Water Podcast Facebook page or follow us on Instagram or TikTok at Scandal Water Podcast.
This episode was executive produced by Candy Thomas, that's me, and Ashley Raymer Brown,
that's me.
It was researched and written by Candy Thomas and edited by Ashley Raymer Brown.
A special thank you to Josh Martin, who wrote, composed, and performed the Scandal Water theme and other music. Matt C. Adams, who created the artwork, and Joshua Reith, who designed our website and provides ongoing technical support.
As a reminder, this podcast is purely for entertainment purposes. The thoughts and opinions of the host during each episode of Scandal Water are their own and do not reflect the opinions of any future guests, advertisers, or clearly professional psychologists. Thanks for listening.